Hi, it's Brendan again. I This is my acorns. There's 50 pots, and I put 5 in each pot. So they're doing well. I have a bit a plastic roof on the sheds, so the light is getting in, and it's like a greenhouse. Now, anybody could do this. You don't need a huge space. I'm going to separate these in the autumn because I don't want to separate them now because I might kill them. So if I wait till the autumn and separate them when they're dormant, I can separate them into single pots, and hopefully I'll be able to make enough room for to grow them. There's about 200 or more, so hopefully they'll do. It's very important for the environment to plant trees. Ireland is the last place in Europe for the size of it that there's not that many woodlands around for the environment with native trees. They're mostly for plantations used for timber and all that, so there isn't that many. I think they're trying to encourage to plant native trees now. I think Eddie Toner is planting native trees at the moment. He's taken out un-native trees and he's putting in native trees into his woodland in Logan Park. And I hear he might be introducing red squirrels to the woods, so that's good news. I'm looking for someone to let me. I'm willing to give some money. I don't want to say how much, but I want that someone will give me land cheap, that I'll be able to plant my woodland. I'd say about an acre or two would do, and if they let me, I'll turn it into a park, and people will be able to walk their dogs and take their children and watch the trees growing. And so it'd be a place, I'd be creating a place for wildlife and place where people can go and hopefully we'll watch the trees growing. Anyway, if we don't plant them now, we won't see them in the future. Thank you. My name is Brendan Connolly. I'm from Dundalk, near an old windmill in Dundalk. I don't live far away from that. I've lived here since I was 6 years old. Before I lived in Jenkinstown and Cooley, and I've lived in this house, same house, for about 42 years. Now I'm 48, so been in, you could say I lived here all my life, most in County Louth. So anyway, thank you. Only for 1 year I lived up in Dublin doing a course on gardening. 1 year in Dublin. That was brilliant too. I joined a rock climbing club and climbed the highest mountain in Switzerland. I climbed in Scotland, Ben Nevis and all that, and I've climbed the highest mountain in Suffield Pike in England, and in Wales, Snowdon, and of course Carrontoul in Ireland. So anyway, that's more or less. Thank you. There's the trees have grown from acorn. There's a tree in Icehouse Hill, a big tree, and I was out walking with my friend Pauline in the park, and we found the acorns last year in the autumn. They're coming up well now. There's about 200 or more. I found 250 50 acorns. So see, I'm going to separate them. There's 50 pots, only had room for 50 pots, and I put 5 in each pot. Not all of them came up. How many came up there? That's 1, 2, that's the same one, I think. That's from the same acorn. So there's 2 in that pot. There's 1, 2, and there's 3. I think there's 1 in the there's 3 in that pot. 1, 2, 3, and there's over 200 trees. Like, it's important to plant trees, and don't take too many acorns because the squirrels need food too. So just take enough. Don't start stripping the forest of acorns. They're a food source for squirrels. Red squirrels, and of course the grey squirrel that people don't like, but I don't mind them. It's not his fault. He's here, so we might as well let him stay, I think. That's my opinion. Anyway, that's it. My name is Connolly. I'm from Dundalk in Ireland. It's Dundalk's in a small county called County Louth. I've lived here all my life. Recently, it was my dream to plant a woodland, and a nice lady from Dundalk had a place in Donegal, and she let me plant 50 Scotch pine and 50 white willow and 25 oak trees. Most of them survived. We were down, it was February when we planted them. I was down a couple of weeks ago, and most of them had survived. The reason why it's important to plant trees, I remember when I was in Scouts and we were in County Fermanagh, and when I was a large kid, I was going down the steps and there was this mighty oak tree. And I'm thinking years later, if someone didn't plant that oak tree, we wouldn't see them. So if we don't plant the oak trees now, in the future, our grandkids or our cousins or our nephews will not see these trees. And so that's why it's so important to plant trees now for the future. You can see I've started up, there's about 200 oak trees there, young acorns that I got from Ice Hill from an oak tree there. So I'm looking for somewhere to plant them. I'm trying to see if I can buy some land somewhere. I don't have much money, but I'm hoping for a miracle, someone really wants to sell land really cheap so I can plant my woodland. If there's anybody out there that wants to plant trees on their land will they let me know? You can contact me by Instagram, send me a message. I want to do it in Dundalk area, because I don't have a car, and I want to be able to get and look after the woodland and plant the trees. So that's what I want to do. I don't want to give the trees away. I want to plant them and look after them for the rest of my life, and say for the future, for people to admire these mighty oak trees and wonder who planted them, like I wondered who planted that mighty oak tree at the Marble Arch Caves. Thank you. You can see the oak trees there. There's about, I put 5 in each pot. Not all of them came up. So see, yeah. They're the young oak trees. About 200 of them, maybe more. I had 250 acorns, so there could be more than 200 there. So that's it. Planted a woodland. Did most of them. I needed a little bit of hand at the end, but I planted 15 of them on my own. There's 25 oak trees. Isn't it beautiful here? Hopefully they'll grow. They're oak trees, and that one there is a chestnut. Anyway, we planted a blackthorn at the that I had rescued from the Kelk Road couple of years, about 10 years ago. So, My oak trees are really doing well. You can see there's one with a ruler that's over a foot high. It's really growing well. My oak trees from Acorn to My Size Hill Park in Dundalk. And there's more down there. There's about 200. I got 100 pots from Arthur's Garden Centre, and I bought trees up and do some oak trees. And you can order trees in the autumn and the winter, bare root trees. Any variety of native trees, he'd get them for you, I think. In the autumn, in November, October. And then I'm hoping to find somewhere to plant them. Sure, anyway. They're coming on. I'm going to separate them into pots. That's 100 pots. So you got 100. That's 50 pots there, and then those purple ones I got another 50. So that's 200 pots. I'll be able to separate them into. So see how it comes along. Like I say, if you don't plant them, you won't see them in the future. And with the loss of habitat in trees, we need to keep replacing the trees in the planet, or the planet will just die without trees. We need trees. It's just as simple as that. People give out about them, but we need them. We can't live without trees. It's as simple as that. And anybody that gives out about trees aren't entitled to an opinion, I think. Anyway, thank you.